Good morning all. Myself I am Srividya, working as Assistant Professor in MLR Institute of Technology under the Department of CSIT. Today I would like to discuss about the structure of a C program. So structure of a C program has the following sections: documentation section, link section, definition section, global declaration section. Declaration main function has two parts: declaration part, executable part, and the subprogram section. We will see each and every section one by one. First one is the documentation section. Documentation section contains of set of comment lines, including the name of the program. See, these comments are ignored by the compiler. What it is? Suppose I want to write a program like addition of two numbers. I want to add two numbers. C is equals to A plus B. So this is my title of the program. See what I will do. Suppose I know what I am writing. If some other person will come and check the program, so he must understand what exactly the user is writing about or what exactly the user is talking about. See, we have two set of comment lines here: single line comment and multi-line comment. Documentation section is having two comment lines. One is single line comment and other one is multi-line comment. These are single line comment lines and this one is represented as multi-line comment line. These comment lines are ignored by the compiler. They will not come under the part of execution. See, for our better understanding we are writing. Suppose I want to write something or let us take one more example. In my program I have C is equals to A plus B, C is equals to A minus B, C is equals to A into B, C is equals to A by B. These are the four statements I have written in my program. Suppose I don't want to execute the subtraction operation. So I will put this line under comment line. So these line will be ignored by the compiler. When I put some statements in the single line comment line, that statement will be ignored by the compiler. Suppose I want to execute not to execute all the four statements. Just I will put them in multi-line comment line, slash with star and star with slash. So comments are ignored by the compiler and are used to provide documentation to the people who reads that code. Some other people will come and check your code. He is in a stage to understand what exactly we have coded. Next section is the link section. Link section consists of header files which contains the function prototype of standard library function. Means what it is. Suppose, see the example here, hash include stdio.h. What is stdio.h? Stdio.h means it is standard input and output. Suppose in my program I have to use two functions, printf and scanf. Obviously printf is an output function and scanf is an input function. These two functions I know what is printf and scanf. How a compiler will know? Compiler has to execute your code. Whatever you are writing in normal English language, that code will be converted into machine understandable language which is binary. So compiler should understand what is printf and scanf. So there are some predefined functions in the C library. So what it is? This header file hash include, if I include this one, already there are predefined functions. So printf and scanf are the two predefined functions that exist in the C library. So it will go to the library, take the functions code from the library or fetch those two functions code from the library and place those two functions code above your program before your execution gets started. So that is hash include stdio.h. We are writing this line. Here hash is a preprocessor command. What is the job of a preprocessor? It will go to the library, get the two functions, place those two functions code in your program and include means it will include whatever the functions we are writing, that code will be included in your program. And stdio.h, it is standard input output. Printf is an output function and scanf is an input function. These two functions exist in the C library. Next one, there are two types of files to include in our program. There are standard header files and user defined header files. Standard header files are included in Angular braces and user defined header files. We are the users. You can define your own header file by writing. This is your example I have given here. Hash include program1.c. Program1 is already a file that is created by me, so double quotes. You will include all the user defined files in the double quotes. Next section is the definition section. Definition section defines all the symbolic constants. A symbolic constant is nothing but which a name is given to the value, means which we can't change the program. Suppose see, in my program I have to use the value of pi. We know pi is 3.14. Suppose I want to use the value of 3.14 multiple number of times. So instead of writing pi is equals to 3.14 by 3.14, I will write like this, hash define pi 3.14. So whenever this variable or the identifier come in your program, the compiler will automatically substitute the value of 3.14 in the place of pi. So this is how you can define. Another example I will write here, hash define min 30, means here min is my variable, we will call it as an identifier. So the value I have defined here is 30. So whenever, suppose I want to use these 30 min 30 value for 20 terms in my program, instead of writing 30 all the time, if I define like this, hash define min 30, in that place the compiler, whenever this identifier come in your program, the compiler will automatically substitute 30 in the place of min. Next one, global declaration section. See, when coming to the declaration part, we have two types of declarations. One is global declaration and another one is local declaration. Global declaration means, so suppose if I write something above the main, I want to use the variables a comma b in my program or else in my user defined section 2. So I will define the 3 variables or 2 variables above the main, so that those variables will be used throughout your program. Next one, main section has 2 parts. And one more thing here, about local declaration. Whatever I am declaring inside my main function, that type of declaration comes under local declaration, means the lifespan of these 2 variables exists till the brace gets closed. After that will be deleted from the memory. So here there are 2 variables a comma b which I have declared locally. These type of declarations are local declarations. If I write something above the main, int a comma b comma c, the 3 variables can be used in my user defined section 2. So they can be used throughout your program. Next one, main section consists of 2 parts. One is the declaration part and the executable part. And main section is a mandatory section because your execution of your C program starts from the main function. The compiler will start reading your code from the main function section. It will execute your code from the main section. It was written here, execute and start executing C program from the main function. Declaration part, all the variables that are used in the executable part are declared here. Suppose this is my executable part. I want to execute sum of 2 numbers, C is equals to A plus B. This is my executable part. So I have taken 3 variables that I have to declare first, int a comma b comma c. See, I am doing addition on the data type which is of integer. So I will declare the data type as int a comma b comma c. Whatever you are using in your executable part, those variables must be declared in the declaration part. Next one is subprogram section. Subprogram section contains all the user defined functions, means you will define your own functions under subprogram section. C program can be written without user defined function in C programming, but the code may be redundant and inefficient if user defined functions are not used for complex program. Suppose if I want to execute this program, I want to define a function called add. This is my user defined function. See, in the previous case I have told you printf and scanf. Printf and scanf are the 2 functions that code was defined in the library. Here add is my own function. I have defined it. So these type of functions you can define under user defined section. This is the sample program, the first C program to print hello world. This program prints hello world to the screen. So this comes under the documentation section. See, in documentation section are included with double slash or slash with asterisk. These 2 are the comment lines. Next one, hash include stdio.h, because I am using printf function in my program. So hash include stdio.h, IO means output. So I have used printf. Printf is an output function. That function I am using in my program. So I have declared hash include stdio.h, hello world. There are no inputs in my program because only one output I want to print, that is hello world. So I am not giving any inputs here. And one more thing, each and every statement written in the main function, statements written in the main function ends with a semicolon. See, this is the sample program I have executed and attached the screenshot here. C program to find sum of two numbers. This is the example I have taken. The first section is documentation section. We will see documentation section is a set of comment lines. So I will include here sum of two numbers. And next one is the link section, hash include stdio.h. Main section, as we have seen, main section consists of two parts, declaration part and the executable part. I have taken three variables a comma c, a comma b comma c, that I want to execute here. So those three variables must be declared here under the declaration part, and a, b, here c, enter any two numbers. This is the screenshot I have attached, the output screen. Here I have added 5 and 2, the two numbers. 5 and 2 are of type integers. So I will use the data type as int a comma b comma c, printf, enter any two numbers, scanf. Two inputs will be given as the input, two numbers, a address of a comma address of b. Next, c is equals to a plus b. After calculating, the sum will be in c. So that I will print with the help of the printf function. So enter any two numbers, you can see the output screen, enter any two numbers, I have entered 5 and 2, sum equals to 7. After executing, I got the result as 7. So this is the summary. Till now we have seen the sections in the structure of a C program and sum of two numbers, which is a sample program. In the next session, we will see data types in C. That's all. Thank you.